play some Zelda. I'm currently streaming this purposefully to nobody, because I'm exploring an idea that has been rolling around in my brain for a while, and that's whether or not all these goddamn games I play are actually art that enriches my life, or if it's a complete and utter waste of my time. If I enjoy doing this is the first time I'm doing this, I have a loose plan to continue doing it and then actually like advertise and have people join and whatnot. And go through the games that have had the most impact is like too simple a word. Sort of the touchstone games of my lifetime. And play through them with the critical eye that I lacked the first time I played them. This game being one that I played first when I was probably... I've been trying to figure this out for the past several days. 5 to 7 years old is my guess. In my mind, in my head canon, I was always 5 years old the first time I beat this game. And it's the reason I'm choosing as the first game. It was the first video game I ever beat. I made it to Ganon. I destroyed Ganon. And in my mind, in my memory, I was wearing overalls. It was summer, and I went outside and played with my friend Michael afterwards, who came over and watched me beat the game. And I don't know why, because he wasn't invested in it up to that point. But that's my memory. I know it was definitely before 3rd grade, because in 3rd grade, I know I had a Super Nintendo at that point, because I had to do a presentation on a hobby of mine, and my hobby was video games. And I remember being excited, and as part of my presentation, I said, I might get a new game tonight because it's my birthday. That game was Mega Man X2. So that was a Super Nintendo game. And I know I was on to Super Nintendo at that point and was beating games by the time I was getting into Mega Man X2. So this was the first game I ever beat. And what I want to do is, again, go with a critical eye through this game and a list of others that I've procured, again, if I'm enjoying it. I don't even know if care necessarily if anybody watches. It's almost like a personal journal to myself to explore that question. Is this art? Is it enriching my life? Or is it an opiate of the masses where I just... numbers go up and the dopamine goes off and you stay addicted? I mean, first and foremost, this music. I go back and, like, am astounded. And this is the main reason I want to start with these old NES games. By how much you can accomplish with so little. I didn't totally understand how difficult it was to put this music together until I read the 33 1/3 book about the Super Mario Brothers themes. The music by Koji Kondo, who also did this, I believe. And they only had 4 tracks that they could use to make this soaring anthem. The other interesting thing about this game is I didn't know how to read, I don't think, when I started playing it. I don't know if I learned to read by the end of it. My mom's convinced this game is how I learned to read. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. That's a picture of a bomb. It says bomb. I know that that's what the word bomb looks like now. A raft. I knew that was a raft. I knew I needed it to get across the water. That's what the word raft looks like. Key. That's what the key looks like. Anyway. We're going to read through this and then I'll start. And I'm also playing the Switch version where I can rewind and do save states, because this isn't about challenging myself, it's about exploring. I remember this going by so fast that even when I could read, I couldn't read it. The Legend of Zelda, long ago, Ganon, Prince of Darkness, stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda of Hyrule broke the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces and hid them from Ganon before she was kidnapped by Ganon's minions. Link, you must find the princess and save Zelda. You. It's the second person. I love that there's the blue and red candle, the blue and red ring. You don't know what they are. You don't know what they do. You don't know the difference, but goddamn, you want them. That book of magic. I don't know what it does, but I want it. And these sounds. Ba-ding. Almost pure sine waves. and they're just perfect. And then we come here, just a man in a screen. Got my cross with a shield on it. And I have nothing. I can do nothing. All I can do is move. Your sense of wonder gives you 4 options. I can go down, into the hole. You just understand that as a door. You don't have to be told. You understand. That's a door. I can probably go in there. Or I can go left, right, or up. I'm going to go in. Because it invites me. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this immediately. Danger has been warned. I can see that's a sword. It's made of how many, like what? Maybe 30-some pixels. But I know it's a sword. And now it's up here. I know I can hit A. Which one's A? Okay, I have actual A, B set. Because I'm using this controller. I think he's what? He's made of 1, 2, 3. I think 3 colors. And there's just so much personality to him. And the fact that you get this sword and it just shoots beams that explode at the edge of the edge of the wall is just. When you're 5 or 6 years old, it's like, does it get any better than this? And then immediately, also, I love these. I always loved these. I always called them turtles. And then very quickly, and I don't know if this was from watching the Super Mario Brothers TV show that had a Zelda feature that introduced the lore of Turtle Rock, or if I just knew. Those are turtles, man. And then there is a Turtle Rock at some point. I think it's in this game, but I don't think it's called that by name. So now I'm like thinking back to, there was a manual. The manual had a map, and it labeled the first few dungeons. I'm half remembering this, and half I looked it up the other day because I was wondering how much of this could I have gotten without knowing how to read. Because the game tells you nothing. I don't know how much that was a matter of preserving space. And how much was like Shigeru Miyamoto's desire of the original intention of Zelda, which he famously has said he wants to reignite the feeling of like exploring the woods of your black backyard in a magical world. Putting some of those words in his mouth, but it'd be dreamed to have the experience of go back the first time, be plopped in this world, knowing nothing. And just like, I want to know if that was my true experience or if I had a, these Zoras do not mess around. Anyway, or if I had been studying intently in the manual and I knew a good chunk of the map. And I knew, okay, you start out, you go right, you go up, and it takes you to something called 1. Can't get any of this crap yet, obviously. And I just follow that. Or if I explored, I don't know. Then you come here. This menacing tree with eyes, and you want to crawl in its mouth. Say, okay. And now the music's changed. The melody's like in the bass line, but that menacing arpeggio just never relents. So you're always in this sense of mystery, this sense of wonder, but also danger. And I'm pretty sure it's just 2 tracks. But the intention, oh, got a key. So now I've learned, oh, if I kill guys, I get stuff. I get something, a keys clearly unlocks something in the future. So already, let's say I've read the manual. I've learned killing guys gives rewards. Stepping into mysterious holes expands the world, gives me new things to explore. But I don't know what these things on the wall were ever supposed to be. Sconces for lights or something? I'm trying to poke at them, point them out. I think as a 90s, preteen, 5 to 10 year old, you're gonna look at this and have no idea what it is. But still, I'm like, I know I can pick that up. Boom. And all of a sudden I got this blinking dot. Ooh, now I have a destination. And I can hit start. Ooh, look at this. I got these little squares of where I've been. The question is, how does that destination correlate to this? So we continue on. Keyhole. Oh, I can walk into that. And if I'm paying attention, I see, oh, that used a key. Oh. Now I know how to get through places where I'm stuck. Should that arise in the future. Forget if this guy moves. I don't know how you would find that as a kid. Probably did a lot of pushing around. Maybe dumb luck, but I just remembered. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Now, I couldn't read, and if I could read, I had no idea what the hell a peninsula was the first time I played this. Oh, I forgot that happens, though. I love that you can hit the man and he gets mad and shoots fireballs at you. So it's like a totally pointless secret. And up to this point, I think probably any game I'd played, you know, there was nothing that wasn't super purposeful that was anywhere in my way. Now we got this piece of paper, and then when I pick that up, oh shit! Game changer. I can see where I've been so far, I can see where I can potentially go, and because I got a key, I'm like, well, I gotta know what's over that way. Oh, what is that? A wick? A circle? That must be a bomb. Oh, my rupees went away. And then this. Now we've got B items. So I hit B. Let's see what happens. Ooh. That poof tells you, okay, this is an explosion. This game, we weren't at the point that it told you where to bomb stuff yet, which is... Well, we don't need to bomb that. I talk about the experience of playing this game as a kid who could either not read or barely read when I was like 5 years old to so many people, and the amount of like, I guess the lack of hand holding. It gives you, the thing Nintendo's brilliant at is it teaches you everything you need to operate in their worlds without a manual. But at least back in this time, they didn't have to hold your hand. You were just off in the world. Go explore. Have fun. And we didn't see that again until Breath of the Wild, which Miyamoto was very intentional about. I just don't think anybody ever balanced it quite the same as this game for a long time. That games were either too damn hard and didn't hold your hand enough, or especially like mid-90s, early aughts, everything had to be explained to you in word after word after word of details of tutorials you couldn't skip. And that was a thing for like 10 to 15 years. Oh, I want those items, but the hands keep coming. Ah! Almost got the howl of the dungeon master in the background. It's so ominous. Like that'll get your young heart pounding. And now here he is. And I love this, no frills. Just boom. Here you are. You're fighting him. You're fighting a dragon. Ooh, and then my heart rate goes up. And there's the first dungeon. This might go faster than I realized. I don't know, but I'm not gonna say too much because this might get hard. I don't remember. We're back out in the world. Slightly stronger. I went in a boy and I came out a man. A man with 4 hearts. And a boomerang. And bombs. Out of my way, I'm a man now. I braved the dungeon. I got an extra heart. I got a piece of Triforce. I love how mysterious the Triforce is, that you get a loose understanding of Tri. There's 3, but you're trying to put together one of them, and there's however many pieces fit in that shape, And that's all you get to know. It's up to you to figure the rest out. It's a secret to I loved... Like, there's no better feeling than finding a new one of these guys. And I don't know how I found them. I don't know if I was getting Nintendo Power at this point, and there were secrets in it. But man, when you found one of these guys, you felt like a goddamn king. Should I buy the candle? Yeah. So now I have this candle. Of course I want to know what that does. Ooh. I'm a man who makes fire now. I'm growing up a little bit more each time, Mom. And I'm pretty sure one of these burns. This one. Huzzah. I love that, like, you find out I can only use that once. And then you think back to the manual, and you think back to that intro screen, you go, oh, there's a red candle. I bet I can use it more than once. Oh, no! It's just literally just a trap. See, also, I don't think I could read, and this guy just took my rupees, and I had no idea why. I'm going to burn him. He doesn't shoot fire at me. Suck on that, old man. Whatever. That's fine. We'll move on. I think there's another thing here. Is this one? Cripes. Probably somebody's gonna rob me anyway. Nope, there it is. Man, that seeker sound feels so good. Oh, yeah. Thanks, brother. Now, here's another interesting thing the game has taught me. These spooky dog men give me free money. Old white men take my money. Food for thought. And here the developers say, look, we want to make a desert, but we've only got how much? I don't know how big a Nintendo cartridge is. I want to say like 8 megabytes, 32 megabytes. Probably not even that. That's all we got to work with. How do we do that? Pixelate, or like pointillism, essentially. And it works. And then another thing you're sort of picking up at this point. Ooh, there's one. Fire. Kills good. Fire kill good. But sword kill slow. Bad. So now I'm also thinking, oh, remember that intro screen? White sword, magic sword. I bet they kill gooder. And you're also learning blue means tougher than red. So when things start turning blue, except for the spiders, that means, oh, I'm getting in tough territory. Maybe I need to be stronger to come here. Also, the game doesn't, like, hold things back from you. I could just kill guys until I had enough money to get those items that I don't necessarily need yet. I mean, a lot of early fundamentals of open world gaming here. A lot of them keep you on rails now more than you think. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna make it. And this music, beautifully haunting. Just want to listen to it for a second. Equal parts despair and encouragement to try again. And just these bizarre intervals. Alright, let's try again. Oh, look at that. I've got my items. I only get 3 hearts, which is interesting. You have to earn the right to be a man again. Go out and collect those hearts by slaying monsters, Link. Alright, so we're back in familiar territory now. Now we've kind of learned, oh, the world's interconnected. There's more than one way to get where you're going. So if I died this way, I can say, alright, well, look at the map. It's just a big gray box, but I still get a sense of space. Maybe I can go up and around. Maybe that's easier. Because Because it was too hard for me the first time running into all those moblins in those woods. Alright, so this is a secret I really love. I feel like the manual... Maybe I need to pause and bring up the manual. There it is. This is what came with the manual. Incredible. Computer enhance. 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 Yeah, close enough. Alright, I see. Oh, there's a big question mark on this rock. Just... And then I can also see, oh... And I'm right above Dungeon 2, but now everything's just white and mysterious off to the east. And I don't know of any game that did that before this. I mean, obviously, because I was a child, this was the only game I had. They teach you how to get to level 1 Eagle, which we already did. Get the sword, get equipped. Go north, young man. I'm not a young man anymore, I'm a grown man. I got through Eagle. Then east. Keep on fighting. The sense of adventure that is infused into a grid that of, you know, compared to your single sprite, what is it, like 20-ish by 12 pieces long? And then they say, okay, we held your hand to Dungeon 1. Now for Dungeon 2, you're on your own, pal, but we'll still give you the map. And then we get to 3 and 4. They say, all right, here they are. Oh boy, but look how big the world's getting. Are you sure you can get through all that danger? Well, here's some secrets. We won't tell you what they are, but we'll tell you there's a secret somewhere on that screen. And they don't give you all of them. Just a few, just enough to maybe help you on your way. And after that, it's all up to you, bud. Anyway. So now the thing is, okay, they told me there's a secret on this screen. That's what started it. But they didn't tell me where. It's up to me to figure out. Okay, there's a big ominous rock in the middle. That's the main piece of geometry here. Can I push it? No. Can I burn it? Well, does fire work on rock? Not often. But you know what does? Bombs. And you just have an inherent sense of that as a child. And I did the wrong hole. Is it this one? Is it this one? There we go. I legitimately don't know. And you just have to do that. And now this is the real kicker. The first time you take that medicine and save your game and you realize you can't go back and get the goddamn heart. Ooh, that's a tragedy. Never make that mistake. Now they're blocking the exit. Run for it, dude. Gotta get to Dungeon 2. And the danger is escalated between Dungeon 1 and here. Very evenly. Perfectly. Like just the right balance of introducing new enemies, new dangers, new challenge, new skills required to overcome that challenge. And now you've learned, okay, these guys follow. If they see you, they come after you. So you can strategically use these bricks to hide. Or you can wait for them strategically. Come to me. Come to me, snake baby. Come to me, snake babies. Oh, not that close. No. Too many snake babies. Come to me. And I can't think, you know, if I'm putting myself back in my 5-year-old body. It's my urge to open every locked door instantly, because in a current Zelda game, that is my urge. Current Zelda games are a lot more linear, that you know, okay, I'm blocked by this wall. I know the thing I'm going to need, the puzzle I need to solve is behind that locked door. And that there's not much for me once I have the means to pass it. But in this one, you don't really know. What is that? Another key door. Now we have these boys. Your first mini boss of the Zelda franchise. This is, I think, what the guy in the second palace of Link to the Past was inspired by. That was the dream there. Lives in the sand. And just massive, not massive, but definitely a difficult skill level required for this dungeon versus the last has gone up. First one was all tutorial, all teaching. Now this is another weird thing. Okay, I'm hearing the dungeon master, but I haven't used any of these goddamn keys. How could I be there already? There's just a lot more mystery to this game than other Zelda games. Is this the... Yeah. And I'm just... Boom, here I am, Dodongo. At the final boss. But I've got all these keys. Little bothered it doesn't explode when you bomb his belly. Could have done better with that. But, you know. Not my game. I didn't make the game. Who am I to critique? I got this glowing Triforce piece. And that's maybe the... I don't know what approach is better. The, you know, force you to use every asset in the dungeon you're in, or this. Because I have no resources other than something that tells me all these items exist in the game. I'm not compelled to get them to finish the dungeon like you are in most Zelda games. You need the hook shot to finish the dungeon. You need the hammer. I don't need the blue boomerang that's in here. But I know it exists. I just have no idea where it is. This is definitely an interesting approach. And again, this is what came back in Breath of the Wild. You have access to everything relatively early. But where it is and how to use it, what it's used for, it's up to you to find. My brain tells me I got all those really cool weapons in the last dungeon. How could this one have none? I need to keep searching. There has to be something. So I keep going. I keep exploring. I keep wondering. Ooh, now we're introduced to blue guys. And some fireballs. Toughest room you've been in a dungeon yet. Probably tougher than the bosses. Definitely tougher than this dungeon's boss. A lot of projectiles coming. See now, here we go. I can gamble. Will killing these guys yield me items that I need to heal? Or will it take hearts away because I'm not talented enough to do it right? Which I've been playing a lot of Hades, and that's an interesting, like, strategy you have to take in that game a lot. Do I go for the Infernal Trove that will give me more hearts and risk losing... Oh my gosh. Risk losing health trying to get the Trove. It's an interesting game mechanic. And this is probably my first encounter of it, was this game. I wasn't consciously making that assessment as a, again, 5 or 6 year old boy. But you're doing it. You're making that decision. Do I keep going? Do I go back for whatever I'm missing here? There must be really something good behind all those guys that are tough. And should I try to get the hearts in the dungeon? Would I know the enemies are tougher? Or can I go out and buy them in the world? I can purchase them in one of these stores I've found. I could kill easier enemies and then hope I can maintain the hearts when I get back. Just a lot of risk and reward assessment you're being taught. I could also, here's an option, I could use the rest of my tools. Let's bomb them. Screw it. Oh, that works pretty well. Oh! No! Woohoo! Ah! Get me out! Get me out! Oh, geez, my D-pad is tough. Run for it, boy! And then I come out and I see, okay, my boomerang's blue. What does blue mean? Blue means better, baby. And now I've come out an even stronger man. Less threatened by the chaos of the world because my boomerang can freeze you from all the way across the screen now. It's an interesting, you know, I want to know if in development they thought of this and phrased this as leveling up. Or how they, you know, managed sort of the mathematical balance of power. Oh, and development of the character on paper. Knowing you'll be, you know, this strong for this challenge once you've gone through this dungeon and collected this item. And it takes away some of that, like, nerdier D&D level up, tracking numbers and stats stuff, and makes it a more accessible game. I might revisit the map so I can sort of approach this the way a pre-internet first-time player might, by going to the internet. To view the original manual again. I guess I probably would have gone for the secret right next to level 2. And then you see this waterfall with a secret. So I'd say I'm probably going to go there. Because I'm in the region. This is where I'm exploring. So I made it in the waterfall. Let's talk about this unmoving waterfall. Pay me and I'll talk. Okay. So I got -5, -10, -20. As a more discerning adult, I might have said, I bet I'll get the best information for -20. Go up the mountain ahead. I want to see what the other secrets are. Pay me and I'll talk. Let's go 10. This ain't enough to talk. Okay, I learned my lesson. We go in here. Master using it, and you can have this. It's just enough detail. That if you'd come here before you had, I think it's 6 hearts, you'd walk up to be like, why can't I get this? Why can't I have that? Well, I gotta master using it first. I love that he opens his mouth. I've never noticed that before. You know, you say, how can I do that? I guess my hearts are going up. That's one way I could try. So you go out, you get some hearts. You come back, and boom. I've got this sword. What does it do? I need to use it on something. Oh my god, it one-hit KOs those Zoras that were killing me? I'm an absolute god. One of my concerns of video games as potentially not art is this is a factor of the numbers go up. I feel powerful. I feel like I'm accomplishing something, but it's only happening within the parameters of this game world. It did not serve me in any way outside of the world of this game. I did not gain a skill that I could utilize out in the rest of the world in that regard. I'm not saying it's worthless, but it's just something I've always considered in gaming, is that the numbers going up is a bit of a dupe into feeling more accomplished than you have really done in the hour or so that I've been playing this. Buy something, will ya? No, I'm out of here. And oh, look at this. The moblins are so much easier to beat in the Octoroks. It just makes you want to keep going. All of a sudden, things are easing up. At least out in the world. Then, we've reached our destination. We're in level 3. It's a big brown poop level, apparently. And we crawl into the mouth. Love the color palette. And now you have these guys. That I find out very quickly, oh my god, I can't hit them from the front. And their pattern is completely random. And they will end your game quick if you are not careful. But the thing is, they don't bombard you with them right away. They introduce and say, hey, things are getting a little tougher out here. Better get your wits about you because there's more of them coming. Oh my god, are there more? And you cannot boomerang them. You can only out-dodge them. You can only out-swordsman them. Or hope to get a clock. And then you're on easy street, buddy. Oh, geez, Louise. Get in there, son. Don't even try to hang around here, because you want that raft, baby. No! I die from bats trying to get this raft. And at this point, if you're so excited, you've got your map in the manual. You see that raft point. That possibly leads to World or Dungeon 4. Why am I doing this? Run. You could go there. Because it's interesting, they did this in this game in Link's Awakening, where the dungeons are designed based on the shape first, and then the sort of coordinates of how you should navigate them, which I like the openness of. Did you get the sword from the old man on top of the waterfall? That's a brilliant clue. I think that's really great. You don't need more information than that. If you've been exploring this world, you know there's a weird waterfall, a very distinct geographical event on one of the screens. You can go in there, you can pay the old woman to tell you, go up the goddamn waterfall already, and then you're going to run into this guy in the dungeon. Who's going to give it to you pretty plain and clear. Go up the waterfall, man. Then try coming back, because if you're having trouble with those knights getting here, I'm going to try to make it easier for you. All this is to say, it's just... Again, to my key point with this game. Accomplishing so much with so little. Alright, so I know I'm next door to the boss. I see on the compass my blinking enemy, or blinking Triforce room. But I go here, I don't hear the boss anymore. What do I do? I just like that it reverberates through the dungeon. It's not just like, oh, once you're in the room that leads to the room, it gives it to you. It's like, no, if you're anywhere in its vicinity. Whoa! Get my sword back. So just a little bit more ominous that way. You're going to want to go in swinging, baby. You're going to want to swing. Oh my god, it goes faster. Oh my god, it's so hard to swing it. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. But, no. Go back. And if you're having trouble, oh, you got all these other tools. Why don't you try those? See what happens if I bomb him. Oh! I just need him to run into 2 bombs? Easy enough. Like, just out the gate. The series challenges you to use the tools you are finding. Explore. Explore, explore, explore. This is the Nintendo way, man. I feel like people don't understand why I don't like all the AAA blockbuster games these days that are just like, watch a movie for an hour and press X to advance. You're not giving me anything to do. You're not letting me explore. You're not letting me control. You're not making it fun to control. It's always like a lurching, heavy body. This guy, you push him and he goes. And now, I believe we're still, if we go to the map, we still have a provided guide of a map. Cool feature to have the separate printed guide. And we see there's this lake called Level 4. We walked by a dock and we got a raft. And I think, I'd like to think your average 7-year-old, maybe it takes them a little more time, but they can figure that out. They don't need anything more than that. You come in, this man begs you. It sure is expensive, but it's shiny. And there's just this blob of meat. What a weird store. I don't know how you'd find that. I'll see if there's any clues to it. The two just green blocks. It's like, it doesn't clearly tell me dock, but it does tell me like, this has purpose. There's a reason that's there. And when your brain goes, I picked up a raft. There's this weird thing at the edge of the water. I bet somehow I use the raft. And the game is graceful enough that you just walk onto it and you use your raft, which is just nice. And we're in Dungeon 4. Almost halfway through. And like the simple detail of giving them each their own color scheme. I remember like the excitement of like, ooh, what's going to be the next color scheme? Is enough to keep you engaged in hunting for the next dungeon. And now we're like, oh, what? I can't see? Oh, wait, I have a candle. I know it burns bushes like Moses, but what else? It lights up the room. It's incredible. Always just enough information to solve the puzzle, I feel like. Who was I watching or reading that Zelda puzzles aren't designed to be difficult, they're designed to make you feel smart when you solve them. I think that's true, and I think it's brilliant. But it's brilliant in one hand, but on the other hand, it goes back to my concern of gaming. Is it, I mean, for lack of a better term right now, because I'm a little tired, just sort of this masturbatory exercise in like self-gratification? Or am I really having an enriching experience? Am I really engaging? This is art. Another cool thing is like, if I didn't have the candle by now, you'd probably guess like, it's so dark in here. There's no way they expect me to just play this completely blind. Oh wait, there was that shop that had a candle I couldn't afford. Right in the beginning of the game. In the second screen you probably went into. So again, you feel smart. It put all the breadcrumbs in your path. But it made you feel smart for figuring it out. Oh no, wait. Let's see if we can push any of these. Oh, we sure can. Now I have a ladder. A precursor to Death Stranding. I like this, that you come in here, you know you can light up the rooms at this point, and then you go, F. But my ladder doesn't reach. It's like a tease. It's taught you can light up the room. It's taught you can use a ladder. It's given you both the tools to do it, and then hides the map just out of reach, because it's also teaching you, the ladder only goes one grid, one tile. No, I'm gonna... Let's just hit a fountain. It's not that hard. Ooh, can I get my ring now? I think I'm good for it. Give me the ring. Oh, is it expensive? Here, have all this chump change. You fool. I love that it just keeps dialing. And now look at me, I'm beautiful. I'm a beautiful blue boy. Man, after the first time you play through this, you've been walking around dying over and over and over again. In that green-ass tunic. And then all of a sudden, you're looking at all this green. You're this beautiful lavender boy with lavender eyebrows to match. Whoops, wrong buttons. And it just... Man, does that feel good. Does the raft change too? I can't go back and see it. But the raft ties are lavender. I don't know if they were green before. Take it. Alright. You Eat bombs. Come here. No! Bombs! Oh, Jesus. That was not ideal. But we're fine, because we had our blue tunic! Way more hits. Walk into the waterfall. They're like, God damn it, if you don't have that sword by now, you idiot. Walk in, get your clue, and go upstairs. I love they tell you to go to the waterfall, because, like, if you're there, you're gonna go up the stairs. You're gonna see those stairs, you're gonna go, I wanna go up there. And then you're gonna see that door, you're gonna be like, I wanna go in there. You're gonna see that sword, and you're gonna say, I definitely want that. So the hint in the waterfall is a bit wasteful. It's a good bit of lore and world building, but pretty useless. The monster noise is just beautiful. It's just like aching to devour you or to escape. You just don't know which it is. Do bombs work? I don't have bombs. Doesn't matter. I don't care what you think. The Hydra does not care. The Hydra lives only to devour and throw fireballs. Whoa! Nope. Ain't happening. Yeah, we'll go refill and come back. I'm just gonna plow through. I'm gonna try not to disturb anything that does not need disturbed. In the ways of enemies. I won't mock these young gentlemen again. Leave them unless they're in the way. Alright, I wasn't gonna murder you all, but now that you've tested me and blocked my way to the Hydra, you will be hurt. You will be damaged. And your children will never know their father's name. Alright, full health. Now I can stand back and fire and blast away at the Hydra heads. Be much I think this control I need switch to the pro controller next time. I feel like it's kind of the game, but also feel like it's a lot the controller. Now we're just gonna chop away. Oh geez, we keep missing. There we go. Much easier with a few hearts. It's amazing the amount that the difficulty level changes based on a few tiny little factors. Beautiful boy. Hold that shit up. Hold it up, son. Where's Dungeon 5? I'm thinking the one that's east of the cemetery. I'm gonna just go there. And see what's up. I feel like it's Dungeon 6 that's... Maybe Dungeon 5 is the one in the mountain to the east? This is something that's always fascinated me. It's like how well you memorize the openings of games. And then, because you play them over and over and over again, and then you just kind of like forget the rest. This is like a... And I love this. It's like spooky and moldy. He's like, let's gamble, son. Let's play a money-making game, kid. Yeah, F you, dude. I took your money. Whatever. I forget what this is. Oh, the map. Shows to the old woman. I go, okay, what old woman? I met a few, but there's one who was super weird and wanted to talk to me. Wonder if it's her. Now we're on a quest. Engages us in quests outside of the dungeons. There's a world to explore. There's a world to explore. There's people to meet. There's people to satisfy and help. If you're not seeing that, buddy, that's your imagination's problem. You've been caught up in too many games full of millions of polygons and things being spelled out for you like a dum-dum. And that guy's tunic changes? Come on, man. That's awesome. They didn't have to do that. Is it just up this hill? Is that... I legitimately don't remember which dungeon is where. Is this it? This is dungeon 5? And then 6 is the one by the cemetery? Yeah, okay. I knew what I was doing. These guys. Oh, I should get arrows. I know these guys go down with 1 arrow. Shoot. Alright. We made it to level 5. That might be a wrap for the day here. Going back to get all those arrows, and that's for another day. So that's the gist of what I'm doing. Whoops! Wait, does that happen every time? Step out. That's so awesome. He just throws you in the dungeon. Anyway, so that's the gist of what I'm doing here. Just exploring the games that I love and what there is to love about them.